2026年3月27日、日本時間、ロサンゼルスの夜に広がった光景は、単なる開幕戦ではなく、新たな王朝の序章を告げる儀式のようだった。前日26日、米国時間に行われたロサンゼルス、ドジャース対アリゾナ、ダイヤモンドバックスの一戦は、静かな緊張と華やかな祝祭が交差する中で幕を開けた。ムーキー・ベッツ、フレディ、フリーマン、ウィル、スミスらが紹介されるたび、スタジアムは波のように揺れる。そして先発マウンドに立つ山本由伸。その姿は、これから始まる長いシーズンの軸を象徴していた。ワールドシリーズのトロフィーが運び込まれ、連覇、さらに3連覇への意志が静かに共有される。そこにウィル、フェレルが現れ、厳粛な空気に一瞬の笑いを添える。それもまた、ロサンゼルスらしさだった。試合は8対2でドジャースが快勝。山本の投球は滑らかで、スプリットはまるで石を持つかのように沈む。クレイトン、カーショウが語った芸術という言葉が現実として目の前に現れていた。さらに、大谷翔平がチームメイト全員に送った60万円相当の日本製の時計。その静かな行為は、このチームの結束を象徴している。試合後、カイル、タッカーは満員の観客とチームの力に確かな手応えを語った。華やかさの裏にある覚悟。この夜、ロサンゼルス、ドジャースは再び歴史へと歩み始めた。続きをぜひその目で見届けてほしい。
Batting second, right fielder, number 23, Kyle Tucker. Batting third, the shortstop, number 50, Mookie Betts. Batting fourth, first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman. Freddie Freeman. Batting fifth, warming up in the bullpen, the catcher, number 16, Will Smith. Batting sixth, at third base, number 13, Max Muncy. Batting seventh, in left field, number 37, Oscar Hernandez. Batting eighth, center fielder, number 44, Andy Pajes. Batting ninth, second baseman, number 72, Miguel Rojas. Miguel Rojas. On the mound for the Dodgers, warming up out in the bullpen, number 18, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Fans, let's hear it for your world champion, Los Angeles Dodgers.
Back to back.
There they are.
Back to back.
Back to back. Yeah! We did it! We're champions! Woo!
Back to back. I'm like,
Back to back. Oh, hey guys. What's up?
no mistake, I
Are
mean.
you supposed to be in here?
Ron Burgundy? Keeping them safe for you guys. Yeah, I found them. I know where they are, so.
I hate to spoil the fun, but we need those trophies for the opening day ceremony.
You need to worry how I put it down. Back to back.
There you go.
Hey, Freddie, we gotta get going. We're gonna be late for the ceremony.
Hey, do you guys want me to give you a ride? I got my caddy right outside.
I don't know.
No, honestly. I got my car parked right out there, okay? I can give you a ride right to the field. I mean, don't you guys want to go back to back?
Back to back.
Hey, why are you guys late? Anyway, it's opening day. Whatever. It's cool.
All right, fans, we've located the missing Dodgers. Please welcome to the field, carrying the 2024 World Series trophy, Freddie Freeman. And carrying the 2025 World Series trophy, Miguel Rojas. And driving our Dodgers today is our special guest trespasser, the one and only Will Ferrell. Come on, step on it, Will. We got a game to play. Once again, fans, that's Freddie Freeman with the 2024 World Series trophy and Miguel Rojas with the 2025 World Series trophy. Back to back. Thanks, Will. Thanks, Freddie and Miggy. And now that the World Series trophies are safely in place where they belong, we've raised the banner, celebrating the 2025 World Champions. The honors were done by members of the Dodger ownership group. Dodger owner Mark Walter, Peter Guber, Robert Plummer, Ilana Kloss, and Alice Poloniski. Fans, would you direct your attention out toward the Stadium Club in right field, where we will now add our 9th World Champion sign to its new and permanent home. Joining us for the unveiling are Hall of Fame broadcaster Jaime Jarrín and a member of the Legends of Dodger Baseball, Steve Garvey. All right, fellas. Let's celebrate that new title.
That was the unforgettable scene back in Toronto in November, and now back inside Dodger Stadium, minutes away from the first pitch between the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks to open this 2026 season. And inside the Dodger dugout, here's manager Dave Roberts. Dave, you know as much about expectations, sometimes unreasonable expectations, as anybody. It's reasonable to assume that the Dodgers will play again in October, but it's unreasonable to assume that even the team with the best roster is a cinch to get all the way to the World Series, and you know it.
Oh, absolutely. You know, the thing is that you don't play 162 games, win 11 games in October on paper, and so the thing is for us is that we know we have a target on our backs. We know we have a talented roster, but everyone here in this clubhouse has one goal in mind. That's to, you know, get better every day and win a championship and go for that three-peat. So it's going to be a fun ride, Bob.
And last year you had to win 13 because you had to play in the wild card round and win 2 from the Reds.
Yeah, we did have to win 13. We made it a little bit tougher on ourselves last year.
The roster already strong, adds Edwin Diaz, it adds Kyle Tucker. Is this the best Dodger team, at least on paper, that you've managed?
On paper, it's the best team we've had. And I think 21, we had a very talented roster and came up short. So, you know, I think on paper, the starting pitching, the position player depth, the experience, the youth, best team we've had on paper. But again, you got to play the games.
Quickly, this is not October. It's not Yamamoto pitching Game 6, then coming back in Game 7. What's his pitch limit tonight in the opener?
I think tonight it's like 80 to 90 pitches, something like that. But he's been good. If he can be efficient and we can touch the 6, I'd love that. But, yeah, you never want to count this guy out. This guy's on a mission this year, and you can't ask for anything more from Yoshinobu. But to hand the baseball to him on opening day at Dodger Stadium, couldn't be more proud and very cool, yeah.
Thanks, Dave. Back to Dodger Stadium. Up next, the ceremonial first pitch and then the real first pitch on opening day and night from LA. Opening day on NBC is brought to you by T-Mobile. T-Mobile members get free MLB.TV. Redeem at T-Mobile.com/MLB. Play Ball is baseball's global youth initiative. To learn more, including how to find a league near you, scan the QR code or go to playball.org. Moments ago at Dodger Stadium, there he is, Magic Johnson, Lakers legend, who's now part of the Dodgers ownership group, and he connected with Shohei Ohtani for the ceremonial first pitch. Well, today and tonight mark the full return of baseball to the NBC network for the first time since the 2000 ALCS. But NBC's history with our national pastime runs much deeper than that, beginning with the first televised baseball game called by Red Barber in 1939, the first World Series on TV in 1947, and a relationship with the game for virtually the entire second half of the 20th century. And that legacy includes some of the game's greatest voices. Red Barber, who I mentioned a moment ago, and Mel Allen, Kurt Gowdy, Joe Garagiola, Tony Kubek, the Dodgers' own Vin Scully, Bob Uecker, and more. And now, as a new generation of baseball on NBC begins, we pass the baton, or in this case the mic, to a guy who's already distinguished himself as the TV voice of the White Sox and now the Tigers. Jason Benetti. Take it, Jason.
But no pressure. Bob, thank you so much. And let me first say, baseball is better when you are involved. You couldn't list yourself, but you are in the pantheon of greats in this game. And we are so excited to have such unique conversations every week. Two legends here, World Series hero Luis Gonzalez of the Diamondbacks, former World Series MVP Oral Hershiser. Let's start with you, Oral. You heard Dave Roberts talk about it. How did the Dodgers get that third straight title?
You know, it's one thing to have star power. It is another thing to have culture and to be able to coexist among these stars. So I think that's the biggest thing going for these Dodgers, the fact that they get along, they believe in the edges of the game, the difference between winning and losing, and that gives them a very good chance to have a three-peat.
Diamondbacks last year were third in slugging in Major League Baseball. Their aim today is Yoshinobu Yamamoto. How do they deal with it?
Yeah, one of the hottest pitchers last year, especially in postseason play, the World Series MVP. This guy has a good fastball, split, and a curveball. For the Diamondbacks to be effective here, they've got to see the ball up in the strike zone.
We are also thrilled to have his former teammate Clayton Kershaw with us. He is at the edge of the hill instead of on it today. Clayton, what makes Yamamoto such a machine?
He is an absolute machine. That's a great way to describe him. It's his routine. It's how he goes about his business. And the ball just comes out of his hand like a piece of art. It really is amazing. When I tell my kids to watch people pitch, Yama's right at the top of the list. I'm excited to watch this game today. And it's a weird thing, but it's pretty awesome to be here.
Where do your eyes go as you watch him, as you tell your kids about him? What do you watch?
It's just so fluid. Like, it takes so much athleticism to be that fluid out there. He's so consistent with his delivery. He can make changes. He can make edits when he's missing by a little bit. And the repertoire is unbelievable. And it starts with his split finger. So I'm excited to watch his split tonight. That's his out pitch. That's what he's going to need against these left-handed bats at the top of the lineup. And it's pretty nasty. So we'll see how they do.
There is that starting lineup presented by Capital One for the Arizona Diamondbacks, who played the Dodgers pretty well last year. It was a 13-game series, 7 to Los Angeles, 6 to Arizona. Gentlemen, I could not think of better people to spend opening day with. I'm so thrilled to have baseball back on NBC. We are thrilled as a group. Let's have a great time tonight, shall we?
We're looking forward to it. Should be a lot of fun.
Still the haze of the pregame ceremony, the banner raise, and Yoshinobu Yamamoto, who threw the final pitch of the World Series, starts with strike one, Oral.
A split finger right away. When he establishes the fastball at the knees, that split is devastating. He leads him off with that.
Yeah, and Marte's not your prototypical leadoff hitter. You saw there swinging at the first pitch. A lot of times leadoff guys are taking that first pitch.
A very aggressive hitter, the 32-year-old Ketel Marte. He swings through that. It's 0-2. Now, Luis, we were talking about before the game, how do the Diamondbacks have to see Yamamoto here?
Well, you saw them swing at that first pitch down in the dirt. They have to see the ball up and try to stay to the middle part of the field and not pull off that split.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Marte takes there.
Yama's a lot of like Clayton Kershaw, where even with an 0-2 count, they don't like to waste pitches. But today, with the pitch count, try and be as efficient as possible in attack.
You heard Dave Roberts mention it to Bob pregame, seeing if they can get him through 6 as Marte catches a piece there. How about that ceremony, by the way? That was full Hollywood. Blue carpet, Will Ferrell.
It was crazy to see the men, Freddie Freeman and Miguel Rojas, bring the 2 back-to-back trophies in.
What a celebration for the Dodgers. 1 and 2, and that's guided by Marte down the right field line and foul. This Diamondbacks top 3 in the order, Luis, I think for a national audience, still gets underrated. 3 silver sluggers at the top of this order.
Boy, they really do. I mean, these guys go out there, they work hard each and every day, and you know, they're left-handed hitters. Marte, the switch hitter there, but other than that, these guys go out there and put their work in.
Yamamoto ready for another 1-2. Pitch number 6, and Ketel Marte ramping up that pitch count.
That's exactly what you want a leadoff hitter to do. Try to get deeper and see more pitches. Those guys in that dugout get an opportunity to see what's working for him early in Yamamoto.
3-2 again. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. In his mind as he takes a strike there, and that is it for Carroll.
I think he's going to challenge.
He will.
The hitter's challenging.
So our first ABS challenge, it's brought to you by T-Mobile. You get 2 of them, and if you get them right, you keep them. That is a ball, so it's a miss, and it's an overturn for Corbin Carroll.
Boy, that's a close one there, and Oro, I know if you're going to use one early in the ball game, you better make sure that it's going to be a ball.
It was a cutter up and in, just barely up and in.
Well, just from the pitching aspect of it, to throw a complete game in Game 6 and then to come back and not just get an out or 2 outs, but to get 2 and a third. Oh, look at that jump right there by Cardona. Wow, that was... I'm not sure if I would have done that with the pitch count that he had right there. I would have let him swing the bats.
Good awareness from Yamamoto. Is that Will Smith doing that for him?
I think that's Yama right there. Yama just felt it.
Yep, there's the spin and the throw to retire the side. Dodgers bat next. On Sunday Night Baseball, the Guardians face the Mariners live this Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern, only on Peacock with Rick Manning and Ryan Rowland-Smith and Adam Ottavino. Downstairs, Bob Costas is with Kyle Tucker off his first Dodger hit. Bob?
All right, Jason, thanks. double, RBI double, and a run scored as the Dodgers scored 4 in the bottom of the 7th, broke the game open. This is your first game that's counted as a Dodger, taking spring training out of it. How does it feel to wear the uniform of the 2-time world champions?
It feels great. Hopefully, at the end of this year, we can become a third in a row. But I mean, it started off well tonight. Audience and the fans coming out and supporting us was unbelievable. Sold out. I mean, they come out and support us, and we try and do the best we can for them and try and win as many games as possible. So it's unbelievable night.
You played on an Astro team that was very successful. There was a winning culture there. You played with the Cubs, Wrigley Field, all that history, that fan base. This is great in a different way. How is it different?
I mean, each city and team's unique. You never play with the same team twice. There's always a little bit of a shake-up with the roster, but I mean, I played with some unbelievable players and teams in the past, and this is another one of those teams. So I mean, there's some phenomenal players on this roster, and phenomenal people. They love the city of LA and try and do the best for everyone that comes out and supports us. So we're just going to try and ride this all year long.
When you look around this clubhouse and you see Shohei Ohtani and you see future Hall of Famers like Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman and what Yamamoto did last year in the postseason, this is something that may be just a cut above, with all due respect to any other situation.
Yeah, I mean, the ownership group here in the front office has done a phenomenal job with putting this roster together and doing their part. So we just got to come out and do ours. So I mean, none of these games are given to you. You still got to go out and earn every single one of them. So we just got to continue working hard and playing hard and try and win as many games as possible.
Good start as a Dodger. Thanks for stopping by, Kyle.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Kyle Tucker, back upstairs to Jason Benetti.
Bob, thank you, and thanks to Kyle Tucker as well. A strong outing in Game 1 in Dodger Blue. We'll wrap it from up here in the booth. Coming up after this, the Dodgers are winners 8-2 on opening day on NBC.